Hello everyone, this is Meet Charles Show, the MC show for life, your favorite show. It's been a while, but today I'm back. I'm with one gentleman from Ghana. He's here with me in Germany. And we're about to talk about stuff that you would like to know about Germany, about education in Germany, some stuff you need to know about the German people or the German culture. So this is Meet Charles Show. Welcome to the show, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Viewers would like to know you with some little introduction, maybe.
Okay. My name is Daniel Vivor. I'm from Ghana. Yes, and I'm here in Germany.
Yeah,
for education.
So he's from Ghana and he's here in Germany, right here with us. We're about to start the show, but before I start the show, this is a Meet Charles show.
Okay.
Meet Charles show for life, and this year you are the first person to be on the show with us. So it's quite a privilege and a time to explode so much this year.
Okay.
So let's hit straight to the topic. Your expectations in Germany.
Okay.
Your expectations in Germany. Before coming to Germany.
Yeah.
What were your expectations, your sincere expectations?
Well, Charles, the European countries are popular among Ghanaians. I don't know. Is it because they were our colonial masters? But if you ask a German to name African countries, they think Africa is just one continent.
You mean the white think Africa is just one continent?
Yeah, I get that impression because I've watched so many videos where a Russian is asked, "Oh, do you know how many countries are in Africa?" They're like, "Oh, Africa." They just mentioned, they think they are all just one country, but there are about more than 50 countries in there. But we know them very well because, I don't know, maybe we watched their videos and they were our colonial masters. So I know a little bit about Germany because I watched documentaries about their lifestyle and all that. So I was expecting good roads, and the roads are good. I was expecting a transportation system with trains, and they had trains. And the weather is cold because that's what we hear. It's snowy here, it's cold, and the weather is cold. So my expectations.
But there is this myth that you were told that you can't drink the water in Germany. I mean, the water is not drinkable. Is it true as you came?
No, I've never.
That when you go to Germany, you can't drink water. You have to be drinking beer. Is that story true?
Yeah. Okay. What I heard was not that you can't drink their water, but the Germans are synonymous to beer. Like they like beer a lot, and they have a festival they do in October called the Oktoberfest, which is all about beer.
Yeah. So this is Meet Charles Show, your favorite show. Mr. Daniel right here with me. We're looking at Germany, his expectations before coming to Germany. He's a student. He would like to talk about his education and the curriculum he has come to see in Germany. But before that, let's hit on. You are from Ghana. I'm also from Ghana.
Yeah.
Back home, we use English to study.
Yeah.
Here is Germany, and they speak Deutsch.
Yeah.
How has it been for you? Are you able to cope with the language?
No, I've not been able to cope with the language. I don't know how to speak the language in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know a few words like bitte.
Bitte. Entschuldigung.
I don't know.
You know Entschuldigung. If you're in Germany and you don't know Entschuldigung, you must be in hot waters. You'll be in trouble.
I know bitte.
Bitte, Entschuldigung should be on your on your lip.
Bitte. And A is A and eins is one. And I knew that because you were told you have to learn the beginner course of the German language before you come. And in Ghana we call it A1.
A1.
But they write A1. So that's how I knew that A1 is A1.
So how do you talk to the Germans? How do you get job to do? You don't speak the language.
You don't speak the language. That's the thing. The first time I arrived at the airport, I needed help. Where do I get a train? When I approach you, seriously, why I say that? Do you speak English? And luckily, everybody I spoke to, yes, I speak English. But I guess it's because it's the airport. Airport is an international place. You expect different nationals there, so it's just normal that the employees there speak English. But when I got to the end of my train, I approached a few people and I remember this word, nine or nine. Is it nine?
Nine
Is no.
No, yeah. Some will say nay. Some will say nine.
Yeah, nine is no. I didn't know no in German, but I mean, I think every language has an N for a no. So I guess I understand what they were saying. So it was hard. So a few people wouldn't talk to you because probably they don't want to speak your language. But I did meet a lady who spoke good English, and she used her phone to check on Google Map where I was going to.
Such an experience. Such an experience.
So the language is a barrier. And when I go to the shops, sometimes they say bar, cart.
Carter with the bar.
Carter with the bar, something like that.
It's like bar is the money. Guilt.
Bar is the money. Yeah. I can understand the
paper,
the carter part, but the bar, you know. So
they can say shine. Shine too is the paper you have to show, or the with the bar with the carter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So language could be a barrier in Germany. So if you're a new person, when you come to Germany, one thing you need to do is to learn the language.
Yeah.
Is to learn the language. Or what do you say about that?
You have to learn the language, and learning the language not extensively, but the usual thing: the good morning, the good afternoon, the good evening. Oh, what is the name of this? Where can I get this train? Things like that. Things that can get you around.
Yeah.
And you should know those ones. I want to buy rice. I want to buy sugar. Just that.
So apart from the language, which one has to learn, what do you find so exciting or demotivating as you came to Germany? Talking about their transport, their housing accommodation. I'm talking about their weather.
One thing I was disappointed about was the first time at the end of my train, I didn't expect that people refuse to help you. I don't know why, but it was quite an experience. I don't know the number of people I approached, but almost everybody somehow will refuse to, I don't know, talk to you. I remember this man, I was standing right in front of him, talking to him, and he was just on his phone. He wouldn't look at you, and that wasn't the first one. So many other people did the same thing, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a bad day, but I later realized that the Germans are equally nice people. But on the first day, I had a bad experience where you talk to people and it's either they just walk past you or
you just speaking to someone and the person is just walking past you.
I had an experience at Hakabuki. I walked to this man. He was standing against the rail with his phone, and I like the distance between us maybe 1 feet, and I was talking and well maybe he's deaf. no, it's
okay.
It's possible.
My experience in Germany tells me that these Germans are very conservative and they are quite independent. So whatever sent you to the train station or the bus stop is yourself. I mean, whoever caused that is that person to blame.
Yeah.
So before going to Hakabruke or wherever you mentioned, you should have known what you were going to do there.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you are doing there is none of his or her business.
Okay.
That is the typical German.
You should know why you are there.
You should know why you are there.
So why do you need my help?
Why do you need my help?
Mm.
But that being said, you have some few Germans who will also come to your aid in case you have a question or if you want an information.
Charles, I have an with what you just said. It happened to me. You know, from the train station when I was finding my way to the hostel, I was like, hey, what a country. So this is how they live here. But so surprising that the room I was given in the hostel was on the 4th floor. So I saw people moving by. Normally, I will ask for help. That can you help me push my bag? But because of the experience I had at the train station, I felt like these people, they will not mind you. Let me just carry my stuff. One person met me on the 1st floor, like, hey, do you have a human being in that bag? What a big bag. Let me help you. And he helped me all the way to my room.
The 4th floor.
All the way to the 4th floor. Like, oh, so I mean, that means some are nice, some are not nice, and it's the same in my country where I'm from. So I'm not going to say the Germans are not nice people. They are nice people because I've equally met people who go out of their way to help you, talk to you. So I think it's a thing about every country. I mean, there's no perfect society, so I get that.
There is no perfect society, as he says. Yeah. What other things do you find exciting or demotivating as you're in Germany now?
I like the transport system.
Their transportation
Yeah,
system,
I like the
transport network.
I like the transport system because where I come from.
The Deutsche Bahn.
Yeah, the U-Bahn,
The S-Bahn,
the S-Bahn, and the
I mean
bus.
the Verkehr, they call it Verkehr, regional Verkehr.
Yeah, because in my country we do trotro.
Trotsky.
We call it Trotsky, and the condition of our buses are not that good. But I mean, they have good transport system here. You go to the bus stop. If the bus is supposed to be there in 5 minutes, it comes in 5 minutes. I mean, it's supposed to be at the next bus stop in 10 minutes. You look at your watch, it gets there in the next 10 minutes. And the train works almost every time. I mean, so I like the transport system and I enjoy it.
Their train, their buses are so perfect, on time.
On time.
What about
it's tidy? It's tidy in there.
What about accommodation and housing in Germany? Your experience about accommodation and housing?
Yes.
As a student in Germany.
Yes. Before I came to Ghana,
Before you came to Germany?
Sorry, sorry. Before I came to Germany, I felt getting housing, accommodation here would be easy because it's an advanced country compared to where I'm coming from. So I didn't expect that getting accommodation would be that hard. But I've not been here for long though. But my experience tells me that it's not that easy. And in my country, you can just walk to somebody's house and probably knock, oh, I need a room, do you have a room available? But you can't do that here. They have platforms where you have to register with an email address, you apply online and you are called. And I've done that so many times, but all I get is rejection.
Yeah.
All I get is rejection, so I don't know. I don't have a good experience with the accommodation.
So one can say it's very hard getting accommodation in here. Can one conclude?
Based on my experience, that is what I would say. But I'm sure there's somebody who was to tell you that, oh, I got 2 rooms within 2 days. I didn't even know which one to choose in between. So it's my experience. Yeah. I'm sure there's somebody who was spoiled with options. They had accommodation here. But in my case, I didn't get that way.
This is Meet Charles Show, your favorite show, the MC show for life. This is the first show this year, and we're hitting it so hard. His expectations before coming to Germany and what he has come to learn in Germany are the stuff that we're talking about now. Going for a break, I'll be right back.
Dear viewer, kindly like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos.
Meet Charles Show, MC show for life, just for life. So Mr. Daniel is right here in the studios again, with me. Just hit it straight for me. The issue of safety and security in Germany compared to, I mean, where you're from, Ghana. You sure you are safe in here? Security issues are quite okay in Germany?
Yes. You know, before you move to a country, I think security is one of the issues you consider. And there's this platform, they measure the security of every country in the form of an index. I don't remember the name of the platform, but that's what I was using in Ghana to check how safe Munich or Berlin was. Because most of the schools I was looking for were either in Berlin or Munich. And I don't remember the index, but the crime rate in Munich and Berlin was low compared to Accra. And I've been in Accra for all my life. I was born in Accra. I've lived there all my life. And I've not been involved in a robbery, a knife attack, gun attack. And if Accra is less safer than Munich, but I feel safe in Accra, then I should assume that I'll be very safe in Munich.
Okay.
So I've been outside my home at 1 a.m. at one time. I was coming from Freisen. I left Freisen very late and I got to Munich. It was around 1 a.m. But looking around the environment, I felt safe. I mean, people pass around, nobody's looking at you, everybody's minding their own business. So at least you feel safe, you know. But
so even up until 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you can still walk around in Germany without any casualties?
I think so, because where I was very close to the train station. I could go into the train station, which is like the underground, and feel safer. But I chose to be outside because I didn't see the need to feel scared because the street lights are all bright and people pass around, but it's like they move around minding their own business. So I feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other thing do you see as a constraint or probably demotivating compared to your home country? Maybe the weather and stuff, food.
Mm. Mr. Charles, I love Ghana. I love my country. I love our weather, but sometimes it gets too hot. So
Sometimes it gets too hot in Ghana.
sometimes it gets too hot. When it gets to, let's say, 34 degrees, God, that's just too hot. So the first few days I came here was in the winter. Maybe the heat from Africa was still inside, so I was enjoying the winter. So I like it, but I got to a point it was too chilly. It was just too chilly because I'm a type who likes to take a walk sometimes, but because of the weather, you can't do that.
So weather is demotivating, like it can get you frustrated and you become stressed out because of cold weather or what?
Yes, it can. It's not the weather itself will not get you frustrated. What it will prevent you from doing.
Yeah, like going to school or work or...
Yes, if you are the type who likes to go outdoor, that's what interests you. That's what makes you happy.
Typical Ghanaian would like to...
Yeah, you want to go to a
unwind,
party.
like, yeah.
You want to sit at the park. You want to go out with your friends. If that is what makes you happy.
Yeah.
The winter weather here will not allow you. You can go sitting outside.
Sure.
In the snow. So if that's what makes you happy, and the winter will prevent you from doing that, then that will be a worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are indoor, but it still feels some cold, you know. You
Yes.
feel cold, that is why you're still in jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So that is that. So what's your impression, your general impression about the Germans? I mean, the German people and the economy and whatever they have as a nation.
Yeah. I think they've done well. It's a society well built, and everybody minds their own business, and the train is on time, and there's not so much noise. I like that about here.
You still have some love for their transport. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the transport system. I like the transport system.
Yeah.
I remember sometimes in Ghana, you go to Kwame Nkrumah Circle, you have to form a queue in the sun waiting for a bus.
Just to pick a bus, you have to form a
bus.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I learned this project, the Ayalolo is no more.
Ayalolo didn't survive for 2 months. It was a 9 bar system. It was something like what they have, 9 bar system. From the price is not that much, and it's air conditioned, and you don't have to shout to the driver. This is where I'll get down.
Let's see how. I'll get down here.
You just press the bell, and the driver knows that okay, next stop, I stop there. But I didn't survive. I don't know why, but so we are back to our trust.
This button pressing and stopping. Did you know that before coming?
No, I didn't know that is how you do it.
So your first day in the bus, what did you do? Tell me.
The first transport I took in Germany from the airport to where I was going to was the train. So I knew where I would alight at. That was Hakabuki. So I was asking myself, so I don't even know where Hakabuki is. There are so many bus stops on the way, I'm sure. How do I tell the train operator who is way back in the head of the train that this is where I will stop? But I was so lucky that there were so many stops before my stop. So at least I had a chance to know how it was done within those few stops before my stop.
That was a train. I'm talking about a bus. Your
Okay,
first time in a bus. What did you do? You had to shout at the driver? No.
Okay, the first time on the bus. Okay, yeah. I came with a friend, with another Ghanaian who knew how it worked. Yeah. She's also not been here before, but I think she's watched a video on the transportation system, so she knew how it worked. So I think that's where I learned it from. You press the button and the driver stops. But sometimes you get lucky. Where you are going to is where somebody is also going to.
So as soon as the person alights,
you follow them.
You also just alight at the stop. Yeah, this is Meet Charles Show, your favorite show. Mr. Daniel Vivor is a student here in Germany. You are doing your masters, if I'm right, and he has a lot to share with us. His impression about Germany, his expectations before coming to Germany, and how he sees the German people. To him, it's almost the same in his country, Ghana. So, do you think someone coming, like say a potential student who has that dream of coming to Germany, what do you think the person must know before coming? Some few things like data competence, the use of GPIs and stuff.
For somebody who is coming for school.
No, yes, for school.
Mm.
Viewers would like you to watch in the camera and tell them that if you are coming new to Germany as a student, know these 2 or 3 stuff before you come.
I think the first thing is you need to know how to find your way around the city. If you are going to school, the trains you take to the school. So the best app that will help you will be Google Maps.
Google Maps, yeah, and other apps that allow you that help you to locate.
Yeah, to locate the train
and other places in the city.
Yes, because what they have here, the first thing I got confused about was you get to the train station and there's a train called U1. There's another one also called U1.
Hey, it's becoming serious.
There's another one also called U1. There's one called U2. There's another one also called U2.
Yeah.
So it's just, they are all U1, but one is moving in the opposite direction to the other.
So you can just get lost in 2 minutes because
yes,
when you pick a different U1, you are just going somewhere else.
Yeah. So you look at, let's say this is U1, but there's a name of the city where it is going to attach. So it's usually U1, another U1 here, but they have different towns they are going to. So you should know how to use Google Maps. Then you know how to get around the city. Then for a student, I think you should be prepared for presentation.
How to present
to
your colleague students, like in public.
Yes, you should learn how to speak.
Public speaking.
Public speaking. You should learn how to do that because it is something they do. In Africa, we hardly do. You can go through your 4 years bachelor program without presenting, apart from your very last thesis you have to do before you graduate. But here, in a semester, let's say you have 10 courses, it's possible you do a presentation for every single course. So if you are not comfortable with speaking in public, it will be a problem.
So public speaking is one,
and
how to use some Google
Map navigational
apps. Some apps, you use some apps are very important to move around
the city.
Yeah. So what about data competence? Do you think somebody must learn how to use R or Stata or SPSS or any other data analyzing tool? Do you think it's important for the person to learn that before he or she comes?
Yes, it's important. It's an educational system that places relevance on practicality. It's not just about you read and tell me what you read. You have to prove with data. So you have to analyze your data. What does the data say? So, and these are some of the apps that will help you. Excel, R.
Excel.
Yeah, Excel.
Yeah, Excel is everything in Germany.
Excel is everything. At least it's the base.
It's the base.
You know Excel, you can move to R and move to
R Studio,
SPSS,
R, Excel, Stata, SPSS, and
yes.
They hardly even use SPSS. Germans hardly use.
I think SPSS,
they barely use that.
SPSS is specialized for
social sciences.
Yeah, so it's mainly R and maybe Excel.
Yeah. And Stata if you want. Yeah. So let's look about the digital world. How you can stay in your room and order stuff from Amazon for you to come. How you can stay in your room and order food, just food, for it to be delivered to you. The advancement when it comes to technology.
Yes.
What do you think Ghanaians or Africa can learn from some of these things? I mean, what do you think we can learn from the German people, the economy, when it comes to technology or digital world, job creation, and what have you? What do you think we can learn from the Germans?
Well, Charles, I'll tell you, I've not been here for long.
Viewers would like you to talk to them.
Yeah,
so
I've not been here for long, but I can tell you this. When it comes about buying things online, it happens in Ghana. Yes, we do, but one thing we complain about is I order red and green, they brought me green. So
you ordered what?
You ordered red and you
Red.
got green.
And you got green.
So I've bought a few things from since I came to Germany, and I didn't go to the shop physically. I had to order online, and what I saw on my screen is what I got. So I mean, based on that, I'm sure there will be a few hitches with some other people, but I think from my experience, it works. And the payment goes through, and there are no issues. So far as your address is the right address, it comes. And in terms of the job creation, Mr. Charles, I don't know. Do you know about how many people are unemployed in Germany? Do you know the statistics?
The value is very little. I mean, a very less percentage compared to other countries. Because there are millions of jobs in Germany.
Really?
Millions of jobs.
But
And
it depends on the language too.
there's a barrier to everything. You know,
Yes.
there's a limitation to everything.
So-
What will prevent someone coming from Ghana
Yeah.
to not get the job is the language.
It's the language. It's the language. And I think the same thing can be said about Ghana.
And skills. Maybe they need some skills,
And
which you don't
skills.
have.
Yes.
So the job will be there, the companies are there, but probably you don't have the skills and the language to get employed. But jobs are everywhere in Germany.
Mr. Charles, with the language part, I don't think the same thing can be said about Ghana. Because let's face it, English is our formal language, but it is not our mother tongue.
So what do? We have to switch back to our mother tongue.
Oh, so
I just want to engage you. Tell-
the literacy rate in Ghana is not that high. So as much as English is our formal language, there are millions of people who don't speak the English too, and the jobs are in English. So as much as you can say that the German language is a barrier for foreigners in Germany, I think the same thing can be said about Ghana. Our language is English, but at the same time, it is not our mother tongue. We still need to go to school to learn it.
You think there are some jobs in Ghana that people could have done it better had it not been the English?
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. Because English has become like a measure of your competence or your intelligence.
Which not be the case.
I don't know if it should be the case or not. I don't really know if I can answer this. But it is possible somebody knows how to build a car, but they just can't speak the English language. But the company works in English, so what do you do?
Yeah. So you think as a nation, Ghana as a country should not focus on language when they want to help people develop their skill set?
We can't say that now because the English has gone so far that if we started with our own local language and crafted our jobs around our local languages, then probably you wouldn't even need to go to school to learn a language to get a job, because the language of the job is that of your mother, the language you know naturally.
Yeah, my brother is still hitting on language because he believes in Germany. Language is everything. If you're able to speak the Deutsch, you have some skills, you'll get some good jobs to do.
Yes.
Without the language and some skill set, life could be different for you. My brother used to say the economy can swallow you up. So language is everything. So if people can use their dialect to help countries attain that productivity that they want, why don't we focus on that? Because in Ghana, for instance, English is a measure of competence. If you're able to speak good English, then it means you can work in good places or good offices. And that might not be the case. So why don't we encourage people with our own dialect, get them some job to do through with our dialect, whether the Gan or the Chi or whatever. So English should not be a measure of competence.
Yes, because Charles, let's imagine this. It is possible I understand something on the computer you are showing me. If it is in my language, I probably know what it is, but I don't know the language written there.
So that tells me we have a lot of work to do.
Because Charles, you speak English, but let's say if you are shown an Excel sheet written in Chinese, you know Excel in English. But if you are shown the same thing in Chinese,
It's
do
a
you know what
different.
to do?
It's a different thing altogether.
So to them, you are not competent. But you are. But the language is the barrier.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you may be good in Excel or at Excel.
But you don't understand the display language.
So how
you
can
don't know?
So you can cope
You
with the
don't
Excel.
know.
This is Meet Charles Show.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Daniel is still here with us, a student in Germany, sharing his experience and his expectation before coming to Germany. And he believes at this point that language could be a barrier. And language should not be something to deny somebody of getting a good job to do in Ghana as well as in Germany. So as a student, do you have some menial job to do, or you just get office job to do in Germany? What's your experience?
I think everybody would like to get a white collar job,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not ready to get employed into a German institution or to do a white collar job because I'm still in school. But I do search for jobs as of now, just to know the criteria that you are required of in case you want a job.
Mm-hmm.
Even for the jobs that they say are English jobs, they still require you to speak some level of German because it's a German country. It may be an English institution, but there are Germans who work there. I mean, if we go on a coffee break, we should be able to interact. So, I think for now, for a foreigner, you just have to go with the menial jobs. I'm sorry.
So as a foreigner, without the language, menial jobs will be your portion. Will be your part. This is MC Show.
Menial jobs.
This is MC Show, Meet Charles Show. Thank you for coming on the show, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah.
You've said everything that you're supposed to say about living in Germany, your expectations, the German people, their culture, and what have you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, and we will have you on this set or on this show one day. I mean,
Yeah, but Mr. Charles.
you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something. A surprise. It's about the same language issue. My course is in English. Okay, so I knew it's a German country, but the school is telling me it's an English course. So I was expecting that in class, the English will be used. Yeah, we use English though, but I have to say that I think the accent of the German
Lecturers.
gets in the way of my hearing. That's how I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some speak to your hearing, speak good English.
Yeah, some speak.
Nice handout or slides, which you can read.
No, Charles, no.
But
no.
when they are speaking, you don't
Yes.
get them, right?
It's not they don't speak good English.
They speak good
They
English.
speak good English. But the German accent, you know, languages
It's
have
mixed.
accents.
Yeah, of course. The
Yes.
German is mixed with the English.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hear the first word and I'm trying to assimilate it. Then the next two comes. Before I understand the next two, then I'm lost.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing they have videos, so you can always go back and watch and understand them.
Yeah.
But I've gone through one semester here, and I think it's getting better. I hear them now, and I almost understand them instantly. So
Yeah. Maybe the more you stay, the more you get them
the
well.
more you stay. I'm sure when they come to Ghana, they will have the same issue.
Of course.
I mean, so it's not a
So
problem.
maybe in your second, third
Yes.
semesters,
Yes.
you might
Yes.
pick whatever they say.
But you know, it wasn't much of a worry for them. I think it's a matter of pride for them, and I like it that they're that way. It means they respect what they have. They respect their language.
Yeah.
You get me?
They have strong sense of
Yes.
belonging.
Because in Ghana, if you speak English and I speak Ghana away, maybe you will be laughed at. There's something to say, hey, on bro. But the Germans are so proud of their language, and that is what has survived their language. But I believe in Ghana, a time will come, maybe the Ghana, the Ewe will go extinct, and it will all be English.
Yeah, I get you. So thank you for coming on the show, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah.
We will expect you to come here often so that we can have more shows and interact as students or as Ghanaians living in the diaspora.
Yeah.
Meet Charles Show,
Yeah.
the MC show for life.